Okay, guys, this is DJ Wolf Live, and I am on live right here in the studio here. I had to talk about this. I just got a report that just came out from the local news station here. I give the credit out to the Fox News station out here in the DMV. There was an anti-lynching bill that finally passed after 200 tries. Let me talk about it. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. If you hold on for just one moment, I actually have the article that I found about this bill. It didn't disappear on me. Okay, it says after over 200 tries, the Senate unanimously passed an anti-lynching bill. Yeah, they just passed it. It just passed. Stop, champ. That's my dog messing with me this morning. He wants to cozy up because it's cold, and I got a couple of things I got to do, so I had to do a special podcast this morning about this. I wanted to. I'm posting on my Twitter feed right now. If you hadn't seen it, to the link. So I wanted to let y'all know about that. But I'm going to read the article shortly. Here it goes, and this is from Splinter. All right. Actually, I might have to subscribe to them. Okay. It took over 200 attempts, as well over 100 years. Okay. Now this is 100 years after slavery, roughly, or over 100 years after slavery. The Senate finally passed a bill. All right. This bill was actually passed yesterday, but passed a bill that makes lynching a federal crime under U.S. law. It's also known. The bill is also known as Justice for Victims of Lynching Act of 2018. Was introduced by Senators Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, and Tim Scott, the three of just 10 blacks in the United States senators in history. Really? It's only 10 black United States senators in history? And unanimously passed by the Senate today. Okay? According to Kamala Harris, that's also on Twitter, says lynching is a dark and despicable act of our nation's history. We must acknowledge that fact lest we repeat it. And she thanks the colleagues for agreeing to unanimously pass our Justice for Victims of Lynching Act. For me personally, I'm surprised this was not already a law. Do you know that there were recorded of 4,745 lynchings in America between the years of 1882 and 1968? You know there was a lot more than that. Since then, there have been lynchings law that's happened since 1968, right up to almost 2018. And the majority of people who were lynched, as far as I'm concerned, were blacks. You know, but this bill has been introduced before. Says three were introduced between 1922 and 1940. Even passed by the House, but each time the Senate unshakably raced the Southern Democratic bloc, stifled any legislation making it its way to the president. So really, it goes to show you that this country is as racist as it ever has been, and for it to take 200 tries, mind you, to pass a bill that say that lynching is a federal crime. They didn't actually say what is considered a hate crime, because really that is a hate crime. If that ain't a hate crime, I don't know what is. See, let me go back to that article again, because I don't remember saying anything about being it's considered a hate crime. What they said, it's a federal crime. Okay? A hate crime is considered a federal crime, but it should be under the hate crime laws as well. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be. It's a federal crime. That's the main thing. It passed. And it should have. But it was passed by the Senate. Now, of course, I don't know if it means it's going to go through the House or, let's see, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, here we go. According to this article again, it says, unfortunately, due to the time constraints of the current session of Congress, yeah, because Congress is about to let out for the holidays. The bill will most likely have to be reintroduced and passed in the Senate and House and Congress next session. See, there you go. A companion bill, H.R. 6086, is still sitting in committee over the House. You know, and the House, of course, don't get sworn into January, which is predominantly Democratic. With a unanimous vote, it seems unlikely that the bill will fail to pass for a second time, but after well over a century, it really cannot come soon enough, and that's the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anybody else is listening, my thing is, this bill should have been in effect long time ago. You know, anti-lynching should have been in effect long time ago. It's make no sense for people to just, you know, go out there and nilly-willy do shit. And then one time, the law allowed this shit. You know, it's the powers that be that has actually always dictated everything that's happened in this country. We've never really had to say so. We don't really have to say so now. If you think about it, we had a black president of the United States that served 2 terms. And he was kind of ineffective because of the fact that he had do-nothing Congress. Black people did not vote to enable the House and Senate to become overwhelmingly Democratic because it would have helped them out in a big way, and they didn't. They thought, oh, we get a black president, that's it. We ain't got to do nothing else. That was it. You know? Now, I will say that. But then again, Obama himself ineffectively didn't fight for the justice of African Americans. That's a known fact. He did not do it. You know? All that he said about Trayvon Martin was, oh, well, he you know, by his son-in-law, I mean. That was it. Just a soundbite. Really? Oh, by the way, speaking of Obama, last night, Obama was in the hospital giving out gifts to kids. Nothing wrong with that. That's all well, good and true. Meanwhile, his wife is out there making waves. You know what I mean? His wife is out there making waves as we speak. She got a best-selling book. She's out there. She's part of the Me Too movement as far as I'm concerned. And that's all he ain't doing nothing else. He just sitting back at home as like a house husband or something. I don't know what's going on with him right now. You know? But I don't know. I'm just things I think he could have done as president, or at least made, you know, put out there and made statements or something like that. But, you know, just things that he didn't do that I thought he was going to do as president, and he didn't. I'll leave it at that. But one thing he never talked about was helping to push an anti-lynching bill. I never heard Obama ever talk about that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Never, ever.